Des Moines.
Good
I'm sorry.
morning.
Go ahead, Jackie.
Yeah, we're talking about Art Week, Des Moines Art Festival here on Iowa Live all week long. We had Stephen King joining us, kind of giving us the big festivities that are happening this weekend, but we really want to feature incredible artists all week long, really talking about different ways that artists are influencing us in our communities and in our lives. And I'm very excited to have this amazing lady and her daughter joining us this morning in studio. I've had the privilege of running into her various aspects with this project known as Farm Her, but so love hearing how she's going to be involved with Art Week. This is Marji Guyler-Alaniz. Thank you so much for being here. And your daughter?
Yes,
Introduce your daughter, Ava.
Yes, my mini me is here.
I love it. And she's absolutely adorable and kind of displaying some of the great work that you do. But in case people haven't heard of Farm Her, remind everybody what this is all about.
Yeah, so I started it as a photo project about 6 years ago to show people what women actually do on farms. So kind of the real everyday beauty that women bring to agriculture. I mean, it's not something that we've all seen in the past. And so started this photo project. It's grown and changed. I photographed about a little over 250 women around the country at this point, and obviously a lot of women in Iowa too. So
absolutely.
Apparently struck a chord with a lot of people.
It did. Yes. We're on social media. We have a TV show now as well. We do radio. We do all the things to share the stories and celebrate these amazing women.
That's incredible. As we just talked about headlines this morning of trying to get women in construction and having that face and let that be a more recognized thing. You're doing the same thing for farmers, and not that that's a new concept, but it's not one that's always been highlighted. But I want to hear from you. Why was this an important project that you wanted to start so many years ago?
You know, I saw so I was fresh off a career in corporate agriculture, and I saw a commercial that made me realize that you maybe didn't see enough of the women out there. They're there. Now the new numbers are 36% of farmers in this country are women.
Wow.
So why didn't you see enough of them? When you think of a farmer, you don't think of a woman usually. Well, I decided it was time to change that, right?
Yeah.
So include women in that picture. And like I said, those stories, those pictures, they're such an important part of, if you can see it, you can go do it. And I believe that, like, if she sees that, you can go do that if you want to. If you want to go be in construction, you can do that. And I think this is just one piece to make that happen.
Absolutely. And obviously a picture, says 1,000 words or even more. What's happened over the past 6 years? I know you mentioned things that continue to grow and build. I remember going to the Spencer Fair in Northwest Iowa and seeing one of your first exhibits of just having some pictures and shaking people's hands and saying, this is what I'm trying to do. From, kind of that grassroots beginning to now. What's that journey been like?
Crazy, quite honestly. So actually coming home from that fair, when I got back into cell reception, my phone started dinging with a voicemail, and it turned out to be somebody who wanted to talk to me about creating a TV show out of this. So it has grown and changed so much, but it still is the stories that celebrate these women. And so we get to do that on a national television stage now. Every week I get to be a cheerleader for these amazing women and share just these everyday real stories of rural life and food and agriculture, and it's such a pleasure. It's such a pleasure.
Absolutely. If people want to see that show, where do they need to go?
Yeah, that is on a channel called RFD TV. It's on Friday nights and Sunday nights at 8:30 Central. They can go to our website, farmher.com. You can see all of the things we do there. You can see the pictures like they were showing on the screen, like we're going to have this weekend at the Art Festival.
Now, when they first approached you to do the TV show, what was the original concept of it?
Well, they just said, we really love what you're doing, and we'd like to take that and transfer that onto TV. And my first thing was like, what? Absolutely not. I mean, I spend my time behind the camera.
Did you really say no?
No, I didn't. But in my brain, I was screaming, no, like, what are you doing? And it did take a long time for me to get used to being on the other side of the camera. That was one of the big stretches of my life, is figuring out how to make that transition. But we did it, and so we get to share those stories all over the place.
Think about how many people you're touching now, being able to do that.
Yeah. And that's what I kept telling myself when I wanted to say no, when my stomach was like, say no. Think how many people can see these stories and meet these women, and we can bring them into their homes and they can connect with that. that means the world to me.
Well, let's talk about what's happening this weekend.
Yes.
Because you are an artist in an
Yes.
incredible way, featuring local and other beyond, because it's beyond Iowa now, isn't it? You
Oh,
go
yeah.
all over the country.
Yes, yeah, all over the country. It's in every state in this country, and actually I haven't photographed in Iowa in a long time, but I have a lot of great photographs from right here in Iowa.
An incredible story. So how are you sharing those with the public this weekend?
We have an exhibit called Where Agriculture Meets Art. It's going to be in the Nationwide tent at 12th and Grand. And so we've got pictures of 4 different women here in Iowa that we have photographed, and a little bit of story about them as well. So
wonderful.
Yeah, I'm really excited to share those. Some of them are pictures that people haven't seen before. So yeah, I'll be there every day, and I'm excited to talk about Farm Her. It's one of my favorite things to talk about. I always say it's my 3rd child, so I might bring one of my other real kids with me.
Let's talk about how agriculture can be art.
Yes.
Many people might be like, okay, yeah, I know the fields, I know the livestock. How is that truly art?
Well, just think about everything that you see when you drive down the road here in Iowa. It's absolutely beautiful, and I always say these women, you might think of agriculture as something that's dirty, that's, you know, hard work, that's kind of like, you know, not the prettiest thing. But if you really watch these women work, they bring a beauty to what they do. Maybe when they're taking care of an animal or picking a flower, right? If you just watch it, there's such beauty to that. And I think that, to me, that's the art, is being able to show people that different side of it. I mean, usually the women who I take their pictures, they say, I've never seen myself look like that. And it's because there's just this beautiful thing that goes on when you're connected to nature and you're connected to the earth and you love the land or the animals, you know.
They don't picture themselves in that light.
No, no.
Until they see it in front of them.
What is the biggest takeaway when people come and watch and see your display that you have this weekend at the Des Moines Art Festival or beyond? If they come check out your website or see you at other locations, what's the biggest takeaway you hope for?
I think the biggest takeaway is that these are people just like you and me, and they work so hard to grow the food that we all eat every day. Like, even if you don't think you're connected to agriculture, you very definitely are. You know, we all are, because everything we eat comes from a farm at the very base of what it is. And so the takeaway for me is to help people realize that women play a very important, real strong role in that. And it's a beautiful role, as you'll see in these pictures.
I love it.
And
All
we'll
right.
celebrate it this weekend.
Yes, yes.
Celebrate in a huge way, and just showing you all the very facets of the incredible artists that we're so blessed to have here in the great state of Iowa. Remind everybody, if people want to learn more about Farm Her, besides going to the festival this weekend, how can they do so?
Super easy, farmher.com, and you'll get all the things.
It doesn't get much
Pretty
easier than that.
Yeah.
And don't forget, Des Moines Arts Festival happening this weekend. Believe it or not, it is here. It's going to be a gorgeous weekend. Get out and meet.
Great
That's the
picture.
best part. Stephen King was talking yesterday. The best part about this festival, you get to meet the artists like we did with Marji. There she is this morning. Check out farmher.com as well. Thank you both for joining us today.
Thank
It's
you for
always a
having
pleasure
us.
to see you, and congratulations with everything with Farm Her.
Thank you.